mycayman.com. That's mycaimon.com. mycayman.com.
KCAA.
The doctor is in. Welcome to the Psychic Love Doctor Show with host Deborah Lee. Deborah has been practicing, teaching, and perfecting the personal prophecy card reading method for 20 plus years. This life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. This inspiring show will help you never feel helpless in life or love ever again. Now, here's your host, Deborah Lee.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Friday Psychic Love Doctor Show.
Woohoo!
Lauren and I are raring to go. We have an audience, a live one even with us.
They're
that
very
will be,
live
they'll
audience.
be chipping in with their advice and their thoughts. Those of you who are just joining us brand new, it's a pleasure to have you. I hope that you won't feel too lost. That's why I like to give a little bit of a backgrounder before we get going. Yes, my grandmother did teach me this method. Actually, it was in 1982. Didn't take me long to pick it up. I became addicted to it because it literally, isn't it like, it literally opens your eyes and
really does.
You realize how much influence you actually have over your life. Often we think that we're at the mercy of other people's decisions, just the way, the energy of the world, and yet that couldn't be further from the truth. We hold a tremendous amount of power over the direction our lives take and what we find as we are traveling that path. The success, the happiness, the love, the spiritual fulfillment, it's all right there. And astonishingly, it's right here. As I'm showing to those who are joining us right now live on Facebook, it's all in an ordinary deck of playing cards. There's no juju, no magic, no woo-woo. There is simply these used as intuitive tools to open our perception to what opportunity and possibilities do exist for us. So that is going to be the essence of our readings that we're going to give today. So please give us a call. My wonderful sidekick Lauren is going to give you the number.
That phone number is 909-792-5222. In the meantime, we'd like you to brace yourselves because we are going to talk about the Game of Thrones.
Ta-da! Yeah. Hey, Game of Throners. What are you all thinking out there? You know, I've yet to run into someone who is totally satisfied with the way that show ended.
Well, I think television shows and entertainment in general, they have a big impact on our lives. They're our escape, you know, and I think I can probably mark the years of my life with television shows. And my husband and I were super excited to get started because we actually have not watched any Game of Thrones, any of it at all, none of the seasons, but we were getting ready to watch it because our plan was when it was all done, we were going to watch it. And now we've heard terrible things about the show, and people have signed a petition. I think it's up to almost 500,000 people.
It was over 1 million.
It might be over. It's over 1 million up. I think it was like 1,500,000 people have now signed the petition, and they want them to redo it.
They're not going to.
No.
They already spent, multi-millions of dollars just to produce each of these seasons, of the series. Then they made us wait 2 years. And you'd think all of that passion and the feeling of so invested would go away, but it seems like it's only fanned the flames. Myself, personally, I thought that the big night fight should have been closer to the end. I thought it was like premature ejaculation, all right? It came too soon.
I hate when that happens.
What are you going to do when that happens? What have you got to look forward to?
Nothing.
So they spent themselves too early, and then all of a sudden it was all downhill after that. So the only startling moment for me was when, and sorry folks, if you haven't watched it yet, plug your ears.
Spoiler alert.
Yes,
Spoiler
right
alert,
now
spoiler alert.
is when Khaleesi, Danny took the knife, and it was by, who stabbed
Well,
her?
she didn't take it. She
Was surprised, she
Jon
just,
Snow unsheathed it. And stabbed
Yeah.
her. You could hear it.
and personally, I wanted Arya to be the one to stick her.
They were trying to throw curveballs.
And I heard this on the radio.
That what?
That happened. I had no idea.
So
I figured he might do it.
being somebody who has not watched the show, do you think somebody who hasn't watched it should still watch it?
Oh, absolutely. Gosh. If you want to, you don't even have to watch the last season.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, see, now, there you are. You also think that there is food. It doesn't matter.
Well, people come up with it's going to be one of these three endings. If it doesn't happen, then it blows. It sucks. Just because they didn't predict it. That's all that is.
Did you watch Dexter?
No.
I did.
Was it as bad as the ending of
Yes.
Dexter? It was equally as terrible.
That was such a
I was very
downer.
disappointed.
Yeah.
The ending of Dexter just kind of reminded me of like a bad dream. Like Dexter woke up and told somebody like, I had the craziest dream last night. I was in a boat and blah blah blah.
And I was dead magically. I don't
Yes,
know. I didn't like it.
He was a hot
We're
lumberjack though.
The trouble is,
It really was.
he and that Rita had no chemistry.
We do not speak of her
Why?
ever.
What's
Rita?
wrong, Veronica?
Do you miss Rita?
I do miss Rita.
Oh,
Rest in
no.
peace.
She was beige. She was milk toast.
Well, I liked her,
We're-
yes, but I'm saying that I just feel like it could have been a different ending for her.
Now, your opinion on Game of Thrones
I don't have
was
one.
that it was Dawson's
watch it.
Creek without Dawson's Creek.
Right. I felt like it was all speak
Based on
and
what's watching.
well, I just watched one episode.
There you
Gotta
go.
give it more than one
It was just
episode.
lots of nookie nook without the the goods to go with it. I don't know.
Okay, so
I
you
was just
want,
not impressed. I
you
wasn't
want
impressed.
your nookie to come couched in some lovely story.
I like Sex in the City or like those type of stories.
Okay, I want to ask everybody in the audience, what would you say the best show from start to finish? People get ready, your Netflix recommendations or whatever are coming. What do you think is the best show you've ever watched from start to finish?
Without any disappointment.
Least amount of disappointment.
All right, what do you think? Anybody?
There isn't
Everybody?
one.
The Office.
The Office.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
addicted.
House is good too.
House.
I never watched the rest of that.
West Wing.
West Wing.
Good.
I
never
liked
saw it.
ER.
And it was about
ER had a good
Democrats.
I've never
ending,
seen the
too.
end of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
But
ER.
for you,
ER
ER,
was
Dawson's Creek.
Never watched
No,
that.
the ending.
No,
that
the
was
ending.
poopy.
I don't even remember
And
would
that.
have liked to
Josh,
keep on
what about
going.
for you? What's your favorite, say, Netflix-y?
What is that? Just any kind of
Do you
series.
have a recommendation?
Any series that
Any
has spanned
series?
over many years, television or internet.
Oh, what's the Vikings?
Right.
Vikings.
That's
I've never
Snowfall.
seen-
That's
I've never
Snowfall.
I have
seen
not
it.
seen that
And
yet.
It's
I've
not
been
ended yet.
hearing good things about it.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
I'm gonna have to check out Vikings. I will
Yeah.
It's really good. I
say
lost track.
I have 3 shows.
I'm
That's
not
from
and
surprised.
if
Start-
you say Gilmore Girls, you're off my list.
Oh no.
Thank you.
No,
Okay.
it's enjoyable, but I'd say there's 3 shows from start to
Not ended
finish
yet.
that are the shows that everybody should watch. Mad Men from start to finish is very good. It has a good ending. And I would say Breaking Bad.
Oh,
Very
I
good.
forgot
Yes.
about that.
Breaking Bad.
Love that.
And what was the other one I was gonna say? Breaking Bad and oh no, I can't think of the other one.
It'll
that I was
come to
gonna-
you.
It'll come to me. But
Mhm.
we have somebody else chime in and said Penny Dreadful, which is one I thought about watching. So that's a good one too.
Well, great. Great ideas.
But I don't know. I think
That is.
I love television. I really do, in movies, and I think that they kind of become a part of our lives when we're watching these
You get
things every day.
emotionally invested. You're right.
For
Yeah.
sure. Well, I think we should ask our callers when they call in for them.
All
and,
right.
and keep your ears open. If you don't have anything you're currently watching, maybe we'll have some good suggestions for you. The summer's coming out, and, we might have a little more time off to get to watch these things. So right off the bat, we have Tina from New Jersey.
There's
How are you doing,
Tina.
Tina? And what can we help you with?
Hi, happy Friday. I'm always looking forward to the party. Thank you for
Hey,
having me.
Tina. Tina, so
You guys-
before we get to what your question is, I want to ask you, is there any television series that you think from start to finish or something that you're watching right now that you absolutely love? The writing's great, you enjoy it.
Supernatural.
Supernatural!
Oh, that's another
Yes,
one.
That
Never
is a
finished that
good
one
one.
either.
Good choice, Tina. Now tell me, what's on your mind? What can we look at your cards to decipher for you?
I want to ask about my boyfriend, my daughter's boyfriend. She just started dating. So cute.
Okay.
Her boyfriend Al and Kendrick.
Now, how old is your daughter?
20.
Oh my goodness!
gosh.
We had no
We
idea
didn't
that you that you were so well preserved at your advanced age.
Yeah.
So yes, what do you have worries about your daughter's boyfriend?
No. I just want to just cover. That's all.
You want to be a good mom and take a look.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
I guess getting a psychic intuitive reading on your daughter's boyfriend, that's next level, like mom investigation.
That's right.
I like it, Tina. I
think
approve.
that's a mom win in your book.
Absolutely. Although sometimes you can learn things that probably about your children
Well, if
that you
there's
don't want to
anything,
know.
if there's anything hinky about the boyfriend, it's
Right.
going to show up.
Now, Deb, have you ever done readings on your children's significant others?
Yeah. Oh, yes. They have asked me, and other times I just took it upon myself.
So, did you ever see something you didn't want to know in the cards?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely, there were things that I knew that they were having children before they came to tell me.
Yep, that would be me.
I knew. I knew when they were cheating on a particular girl,
Mm-hmm.
and you just get a real sense, a flavor of the.
Did your attitude change with them? Did you feel were you oh, well, don't you have anything to say for yourself? And they would have no idea?
Oh, well, I waited till they came and said, Mom, I have something to tell you. And I'd say, I've been wondering when you were going to come to my desk and drop the bombshell. And they'd be like, And I'd say, what do you think I do with these cards? I've told them since they were little, I know everything.
And they never believed you.
Until.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Don't even think I don't.
Let's talk about Tina's daughter's boyfriend right now. There's going to be a rift, I guess you could call it, in this relationship. A bit of a struggle for them, having to do with jealous, possessive feelings.
Mm.
And I'm thinking it's going to be on the boyfriend's part, from what I'm perceiving here. He is going to want to kind of lock her down, but she has so many dreams and goals she wants to accomplish in her life that I think he is going to quickly prove that he's not good boyfriend material. Does that resonate at all for you, Tina?
Yeah, because she just her semester just ended, and we were trying to fix her car, and I'm trying to get her another car, and he doesn't have a car, and he stopped going to school, so he's nice, and now she's over at the mom's house with him, but he does seem very possessive, and he's quiet and manipulative, and he's he's very shrewd.
Well, she's going to tire of that. I am seeing that your daughter is on the move. I feel that within the next couple of years, she's going to be traveling.
Mm.
I see her undertaking a wonderful career for herself. I keep seeing something along the lines of, I'm trying to think, stewardess. There's something here pertaining to travel to a certain extent. Working in a travel agency. Do you see what I mean? Something that has a lot of travel around it, and she's going to be on the go, and will leave him in the dust because he is not, supporting her. He wants to just keep her there for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he does. That's what made me ask. That's what made me ask. That's true. He doesn't want to go out. He's only 22, and he's like a little stick in the mud, and just wants her to stay in the house. That's true.
Ultimately, Tina, she's going to go with somebody a bit older. I'm seeing she's, 20? She's going to go for somebody toward 28, 29, and 30. She needs somebody who has more maturity and has his feet more squarely on the ground, who has something to offer her, rather than a guy that, may seem very intelligent, but you use the word shrewd.
Yeah.
And that makes me think of manipulator, that type of man.
He's quiet, very smart.
Yeah. But she will eventually, she's going to get very involved with an older man, not like senior citizen age, but I'm saying toward 30, age 30. I don't feel anything pertaining to him being married or he's already got a girlfriend. I feel it's going to be somebody that they're both going to be at a place in their lives where it's time to start building some permanence for the future. So, yes. And as for Kendrick, he is really thinking about making good changes with you. He likely would not speak of these yet to you, Tina, but he is formulating ideas for change, like a new place for all of you to live, the opportunity to become engaged, becoming the family breadwinner for himself. It's looking very good for you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yes. That's you guys.
How do you feel about all that? How do you feel about your daughter being involved with a slightly older man?
She's a very smart young lady, so it took her a long time to date. So if that's what comes up, and she's like very mature spiritually. She's intuitive too. She doesn't answer my questions. Yeah, she's highly psychic. She's funny. So she will have probably, sometimes you can't see for yourself, but I'm quite sure she'll make a wise decision.
That's wonderful.
Yay!
So she's going to pick a like-minded person for herself. Yeah. This is only a momentary distraction for her. So if anybody's going to get hurt in that relationship, it's the current boyfriend. And good for her. She shouldn't get tied down with somebody that wants to make her submissive and all. So anyway, you enjoy your week, Tina. I really think it's going to be a good one for you.
Because of the holiday.
And you've got a holiday.
And we miss Chef Kyle. So bless you, Jim. I miss you.
We will tell him that you said hello, and he's out there working hard, and we miss him too.
Yes, we'll let him know. He'll be here next time.
All right, honey. Said that number, like you all use this number for something else. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care, hon. Bye-bye.
Just letting the callers know again, our phone number to call in is 909-792-5222.
And a number of people could be out already getting a leg up on the celebration.
It's a huge traveling weekend.
Yes, it is. What did they say? Someone here in the audience said something about hearing that Thursday.
Yeah, yes, USA Today said that actually across the country, and obviously every city could be different, but overall the average, Thursday evening rush hour was the heaviest travel day of Memorial Day.
So people are going to want to get out of town.
People taking a Friday off to get an extra day out of it.
I could see that.
So you get a 4-day weekend, 4.5 if you leave early on a Thursday.
Plus Friday happy hour.
That sounds like the way to do it.
Doing that, you're going to avoid the traffic.
Yeah, but
traffic was pretty nasty.
No, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
Almost the same as today where I was.
There is this weekend going on close by a Floatopia.
And that is?
The Floatopia is for fun people. Nobody tells me about it. They don't think I'm a fun person. Floatopia, you take these inflatable rafts and you go out to Chicks Beach, and there's day drinking and just floats floats everywhere, and you're just floating and drinking the whole
What, you
time.
like float up to a bar?
No, you bring your
That
own.
would be fun.
You bring your
Oh.
own alcohol.
How lovely. A whole bunch of intoxicated people floating on the bay.
Dehydrating themselves in the sun.
Wait for the tide to take them away forever.
And like, what about? It's not even that warm out.
Excuse me.
It's supposed to be fun, and it sounds great, and that's all I could think of today was about being in Flotopia. I wanted to be in Flotopia.
I have to work on Sunday and Monday, so I'm not really like
No.
looking forward to this
the whole
festive
weekend.
Well, take heart. An awful lot. A lot of people have to work at the bars, the restaurants, the movies.
Right.
I have off on both Sunday and Monday.
That's right. Remember, you chose poorly. What movie is that from?
That's from Indiana Jones and the
You chose poorly.
Last Crusade.
Yeah, there it is.
Last Crusade. He chose
You did.
poorly.
Yes, and you have to think of these things when you're picking out a career. If you're going to be, say, a nurse, a police officer, a doctor, you're going to
You're going to work shift work. and
awfully
you're going to
odd
work all
hours.
sorts of days of the week.
Well, I'm off
Long
my
hours.
other day on Monday, but I work nights too,
Now, Lauren, you said you have some reading requests that you brought with you. So,
do.
yeah, so while we're waiting for a call, people, come on, light up that phone system. We want to hear from you. You need to get your reading for the holiday weekend. If you have a blind date, if you, what else, want to go to a certain event and you're hoping that your plans won't fall through, I don't know, anything you might want to think of, we can read the cards on.
I have one of my clients. Her dad is actually an actor, and she is very young. She's in the military, and I think that she ends up telling people about her dad. And sometimes I think people want to get close to her, but she has a new relationship, and I don't know. I have my own suspicions. You can do the reading and the cards. I can't disclose who the actor is or any of those things.
Could we recognize?
Yes.
Ooh.
But it's funny because, of course, everybody immediately thinks like, oh, your dad, so, why doesn't he just support you or whatever? But I've seen her pictures with him and everything since she was little, and she's super sweet, but she did get a new relationship. She's very young, very pretty, and I'm a little worried about her, and she is in a new, Tina made me think of it, and I kind of would like to see, because
About this boyfriend for her?
yes, because as a hairdresser, a lot of times, people do tell me things that kind of fall with their lives, and I feel kind of responsible for them in the way, like helping. They ask me for guidance and intuition for some reason.
You are. You are up there with, I think, bartenders, shrinks, counselors.
Yep.
I mean, people tell their hairdressers everything.
I'm not sure I'm the person to look to for guidance, but we'll see. We'll see what your cards say. I have a bad feeling about it, though.
Well, sometimes we should heed those bad feelings. I get feelings. Today, something happened to a member of the family on his job, and he was very shook up about it. And I had a very good feeling about it. I said, go tell management. They're not going to, show you the door over a tiny mishap. And it could have been huge. But he went and owned up to it, and they said, well, we're just going to write up an incident report and move on from there. So I think this guy, the new boyfriend, he talks a really good game, but I don't think he's much of a team player when he gets on the field.
All right.
Deep within him is actually a huge amount of depression.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I'm seeing it, it looks like the pendulum swings with depression toward bipolar
Okay.
symptoms. He's going to end up being dumped. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that the father was, that he's trying to get close to the father.
No, well, I think it's kind of like, I think as soon as somebody finds out about this, they're like, oh, I'll be friends with you, and then, I think they imagine, and she's really sweet, and she is the kind of person to be like, oh yeah, like she was even telling me like, you can come up and stay with us and come do this, and maybe you can, and she's really, really sweet, and I just don't want to see her get hurt.
Well, how old is she?
19.
Oh,
she's a baby.
yeah,
she
she
is a baby.
is a baby. Not to offend any 19-year-olds out there.
But it's hard when people join the military, and I know you've probably seen this. It's like you are a baby, but you're given so much responsibility, and you're away, and you have a steady paycheck. And I think it makes people feel like they're adults much faster, than the rest of us. Like when we don't enter that world.
And there's a bit of a dichotomy there where they say, here, we're going to issue you this weapon that will enable you to go and kill people, essentially. But, however, you will be in the barracks every night by midnight. I mean, it's almost like saying, you know what I mean? Here you go, be an adult, but when it turns midnight, you are basically
back to your pumpkin.
You are.
It's a Cinderella story all over again.
It is. So she's going to meet somebody else.
She'll be okay.
I think she's going to meet somebody that her father knows in the industry, as they call it.
She should. The whole time I'm thinking, and she doesn't seem opposed to like acting or anything, but I think it's very interesting and very commendable. It'd be interesting if she ever ends up acting or anything, because she had that opportunity, and I think it'll be really cool to see what she does with things, because she did end up having a naval career, and you don't see that as much today. Back in the day, you saw Clark Gable, Elvis Presley, all these people served.
They did.
And I think that was really cool, and I admire, as it is...
it was a very strong sense of patriotism back there. We have a couple of history buffs in the audience. Wasn't World War II really a generator of people wanting to enlist or take on an
office? They were lined up in the streets.
They were.
They were lined up in the streets.
Everyone's a bunch of Nazi.
Yeah, true. And yet now it's like they have to entice them with big bonuses and, a lot of, you're going to see the world and it's so glamorous.
But we haven't had like a devastating World War type situation.
Right. No, true.
And after 9/11, they were lined up too, I heard.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Something like that motivates the patriotism.
Yeah, and look at Tillman.
All over the place.
What was his first name? Tillman.
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman, he gave up a multi-million-dollar contract.
Defensive back from the Cardinals.
And ironically, he gets taken out of the war. Friendly fire.
Navy SEAL.
All right, on that note, we're going to go to Faith from Maine. Woo!
Hi, Faith. How's it going?
Hello. No, Tina from North Carolina. Oh. Oopsie. Sorry about
kidding.
That.
Tina from North Carolina.
Yes.
How are you there, Tina?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Well, it's a slow night because we think everybody's getting ready for the big weekend, so you're in luck to have gotten through as quickly as you did.
Yes.
So please tell us what we can do for you, Tina from North Carolina. You are our neighbor practically down the street from here.
Right.
We're in Virginia Beach.
Yep, I actually work in Virginia Beach, so I'm right there with you.
Okay. Well, give us an idea of what we should proceed in a reading for you.
So my boyfriend and I, long-term relationship, Aaron, we just feel like the relationship's kind of getting stagnant, and I just kind of want to see where it's going, what direction maybe to take it.
Sure. How long have you both been together?
13 and a half years.
Wow. Now that is a long-term relationship.
Yes.
And no marriage in sight, or don't need it, don't want it?
Well, we actually proposed a few years ago, but just hasn't been a priority, and that's kind of one of the issues. It feels like either we're moving forward or we're not. We're at that point.
Okay.
And can you give me an idea of what your age group is? This means a lot in terms of wanting to get married.
Yeah, I'm 42 and he's actually 35.
Okay, so I'm seeing, I have 7 sons. I'm seeing that they are a whole different generation as far as marriage, family. I mean, they have children almost in a very casual sense. They're maybe dating someone and they say, let's have a baby. Okay. And for my age group, this was not kosher.
Yeah.
If you dated someone, it was heading somewhere. You were courting.
Yeah.
So you're kind of, she's kind of at the, like the
in between.
You're an in-betweener because he's younger, which can be such a big plus. But being that she's, once you get in those 40s, you start thinking about stability, security, building a nice home and family. So I'm going to take a look for you, Tina, and Lauren's going to chit-chat with you for a minute.
So how did you guys meet, Tina?
We met, I was going to college in his hometown area and just kind of met through some mutual friends.
Yay! So, by stagnant, what other than the marriage thing, are there other things that you feel like you used to be a part of the relationship, but
becoming stagnant?
Yeah, but are slightly different now. Besides getting married or not?
Yeah, I feel like maybe our goals are in different directions, going in different directions, and we just seems like I'm in one place and he's in another.
Aww. Do you have any children?
I have 2 kids, and we have one together, and then he has another one outside the relationship, too.
I'm perceiving here that he has feelings that marriage is going to ruin what they have.
Okay.
And it appears to come through very strong, Tina. He already feels pretty married to you. And yet, we women often like to put a ring on it and, know that we can call this man a husband. I think actually, if you can keep, measuring your values and her desires, I actually think, Tina, that the 2 of you could reach a place where you are facing a fork in the road. You would go your way and he would go his. However, I want you to know that you will not be alone. This lady has men all around her that are just chomping at the bit to get a chance to date you. Are you aware of that, Tina?
Well, this is sad to say because I'm in a relationship, but I do have interest. I feel attracted to other people. And I don't know if it's because they have the qualities that I'm looking for, or they're similar to mine. But no, I don't have a lot of guy friends, so I don't know who they would be.
They are bystanders in your life. Now, I often use this little exercise. Imagine you were here right now and I said, Tina, would you run over to 7-Eleven and get me a cup of coffee? And when you come back, I say, now, how many people there were wearing blue shirts? And you said, well, geez, I didn't look. I didn't notice. So I say, go back and get me another cup of coffee, and this time count how many blue shirts are in that 7-Eleven. You come back and you say, guess what? There were 7 of them, or there were 4 of them. But the point is you were conscious of them and their presence in a blue shirt. Now that I've told you this, I think you're going to be more aware of the men around you that, you can even be out pumping gas, and I can see that you're getting admiring glances, but you don't give off the air that you're approachable. Right. Well, because she is in a relationship.
Right.
But I do think that you've asked for this to confirm your own feelings in this reading, that what you're feeling is valid, and that, yes, there are more compatible partners. One in particular that I think you're going to, somehow their paths are going to cross. It's under sure to come true, which I have seen over all the years I've been giving cards. Anything that appears in that is significant in that sure to come true designation of the reading, at some point, one time or another, it will come to pass. So I am seeing that there is a man here, highly creative, a wonderful humanitarian, loves to have big thoughts and dreams, and I would think of him as being as if he was a member of the Aquarius of the zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
With those they're dreamers, they are artists, they're performers. These are people that are really expressive and creative. So what I would say is hold on tight, Tina. I'm going to get back to you in a minute. We have to pause for station identification.
Okay.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292 FQ Riverside, and K293 CF Moreno Valley.
Welcome back to the Psychic Love Doctor. We are talking to Tina from North Carolina, and we are helping her determine her path in terms of a long-term relationship that has been going on for 13 years. So I hope this reading, hon, has been good confirmation to you that there is a life for you, an abundant, love-filled life beyond this relationship. And now that you know this would be a good time to get him sparking, as my grandmother used to say. Put some sparks in that man's, shoes or feet, where he starts stepping up, get more involved back into the relationship. And I'm sure, Lauren, you have a thought or two.
I mean, it is. And I think anytime that you have a long-term relationship, I think you're going to have, periods like this. And I don't know, 13 years is also a long investment, so I'm sure, it's a heavy decision. It's not an easy decision to make, whether to stay or whether to go explore other opportunities. But I feel like since it has been such a long time, and he doesn't sound like he's been terrible to you, so I would weigh it carefully. And
I just hope she wouldn't settle.
No settling, but I think maybe give him an opportunity to,
pump some life into that relationship.
Give it a shot, and if not, I hope that you enjoy your life, and your choices. And this Aquarian man, is he like Aquaman? Is he like Jason Momoa?
No, I'm just saying it's like the characteristics.
Oh, okay, so disclaimer. He may not look like Jason Momoa, but he also might be great still.
Well, thank you so much, Tina. Call again, because the more times you get a reading, the more clarity we can bring to the cards for you.
You might be a regular. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we love regulars around here. It's fun for us to follow the story as it unfolds.
We look forward to it each week to hear what's happening.
Thank you, ladies.
Very true. So thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we hope to hear from you real soon.
You too.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And now we have Faith from Maine.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Faith. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm really glad that you guys, went live tonight, and I'm here talking to you because I have something that has been on my mind that I need answers. So.
Okay, that's what we're here for.
Okay. Starting back to the whole entire point. I have a friend named Jordan. Okay. I met him 2 years ago. We were working together at a job. We met. We've been kind of messing around each other off and on for the past 2 years. He keeps on just popping up into my life randomly, not even me going out of the way of talking to him or him talking to me. I pop up and he's there. And I can't help but think that maybe that's a sign, you know what I mean? But now he has a girlfriend. Now he's still trying to come see me. And, it sounds like a player situation, but there's so much more to it. He comes to see me, the way he acts towards me, and it's weird, and I don't, necessarily agree with what he's doing knowing he has a girlfriend, but he doesn't seem committed to her as he does to me. I don't know if she's, somebody that's in his life for good, or if he actually has feelings for me, or if I'm just being played. I guess I don't know because my gut keeps on telling me that there's something more there. There's something more there. But it's so weird. He'll sit there and
No,
he'll.
Faith, I'm a step ahead of you. I've already laid out your cards. That's exactly the question that I posed to your reading for you. The girlfriend is she's a, what could we call her? Like a passing thing. I mean, it's just, there really is no relationship there. It's like just platonic friends going out and doing things. But I think he's trying to embellish on this because he really would like to be with you.
Good.
It's very clear in the cards that he wants to take his relationship with you to the next level, but he doesn't know how. So he lamely thought, or maybe not so lamely, but he thought, well, I'll make up this great big
Is it
story.
like the Brady Bunch, like the like the Brady Bunch? What was his name? What was the name of the boyfriend or the girlfriend?
George.
It's a George from the Brady Bunch.
It's a female George that the middle daughter, what was her name? Jan made up. She even got a mannequin and dressed him up.
I remember that
show
one.
Or movie?
It was from the movie.
Yeah,
and you know,
like the show.
Lauren, I think Lauren nailed it. He wants you to want to pursue him.
Yeah.
Because personally, there's nothing between them. I would even be suspicious of there actually being a girlfriend.
He wants her to want him.
Yeah. He wants you to want him.
Yep.
What do you think?
Go ahead.
No, you. Tell us what you think.
I definitely, like I said, I just thought it's weird. It's always been like that when he's with me. Like he'll send me songs, and I'll listen to them. You know what I mean? And it's just you can tell that he likes me. It just I don't. Right. You know what I mean? I
And
just
there
can't tell if it's.
There is a bit of destiny attached to this relationship. This is more than one lifetime that the two of you have shared. Now, I don't push reincarnation down people's throats, but if you want to give it a little bit of a consideration, my perception is the two of you have shared at least 2 other lifetimes, been very close, and he's back in this lifetime to make things right, because I believe that he hurt you in a past life, and there's a very karmic energy attached to this.
Oh man, so you mean we got people bothering us this lifetime and we're gonna go again?
They're back to make things right.
I can't.
I would be shocked if the two of you don't end up together.
Ooh,
so now the thing is, what does she do? Does she let him pretend with his fake mannequin girlfriend? Or
no, I think she should go and find him. Grab the spoon.
And is it possible for you to communicate with him, like through a text message or email?
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's hard because, he has a girlfriend, and, so I don't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those situations, so I didn't know, if I was being played or if there was more to it. It's so weird how he keeps on popping up, and it's not even, he'll go missing for months, and then we'll reconnect. And we'll just run into each other and just start talking again. And it's just so weird that it keeps on happening.
Intuitively, I'm hearing that you need to give him some really nice strokes of not necessarily those kind of strokes.
Not literally.
I'm saying oh, Gordon, you are so adorable.
Stroking the ego.
Yes. Men love to hear how wonderful they are. And it seems like he's reached a point where now he's wringing his hands and kind of chicken-hearted and doesn't know how to proceed because rejection seems to be huge for him as a fear in things with you, but he can't help it. He doesn't understand it either. Every few months he turns around and boom, there you are. So I think compliment him.
Hey.
Okay? Talk,
Yeah. No, definitely.
talk very sweetly with him. And tell him,
Actually,
I would be saying stuff like, well, you got a girlfriend, so, makes me get a little sad.
Ew.
And watch.
Or jealous.
Yeah,
or
in a
something,
couple weeks, watch, he'll say, guess what, I don't have a girlfriend
and I broke
anymore.
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the next time he talks to you, you should be like, it kind of makes me feel guilty that you have a girlfriend or something. So if this whole situation is made up, then he'll know that you have like romantic feelings for him.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Hopefully.
And I hope all the men out there listening or watching are nodding, saying, yep, that'll work. That'll work. He wants to know, like Jim in the audience said, wants to know that you want him.
Right.
Actually,
Okay.
cheaper.
All right.
definitely.
So
I mean,
play
I'm
some
glad
cheap
you
tricks
said that.
and
Yeah.
you'll get some good ideas. Cheap
Right.
trick.
Oh, great.
Well, good luck to you. I don't think you're going to need it, though, Faith. And I hope that you will be in touch and keep us posted, okay?
We like to hear it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's send some great energy out to Gordon that he wants Faith. Come get her, Gordon. Come get her. Jordan. Sorry. Gordon,
Hopefully
Jordan.
there's no Gordon that comes along now,
Right,
too.
tomato, okay. Oh, we got it.
No,
we better.
We have
better
another
move
call,
along.
yes.
You have more calls?
Yes, we
Yes.
do. We've got
Yay.
Ann from Texas.
Ann from Texas.
Hello, Ann.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you guys doing?
We are loving it tonight. We're
Great.
crushing this.
Yes.
So tell us what we can do for you.
Okay, well, I just want a general reading. Everything's been going well with Mike, but we had a little falling out this week. And then at work, the girl I'm working with is not really happy with her paycheck. So she's wanting to quit. So it's been a really crazy week for me.
Okay,
So
no, it's
just
kind of
maybe in general.
Did you get that?
So everything's going good with Mike? This is
Well, It was going good, but we had a falling out a couple of days ago, so we're not talking. And then at work, the girl I'm working with is not happy, so she's ready to quit. So it's kind of crazy.
So
in my
two
love
different
life
issues.
and
So you want to know what's going on with
career.
Mike and want to know kind of what's going to go on with the girl.
Yeah, so just in general, just hoping it gets better.
Okay. Well, Deb will certainly do the reading for you.
I'm getting those cards laid down as we speak.
Absolutely.
You know, if the two of you aren't speaking, that is a significant impasse that you're at right now.
Yes.
This could only grow and become worse. Is it that you're both holding out for the other to come forward to make up? I guess you have to maybe think about that a little bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you what the cards have to say. Well, I think, from what I'm seeing here, he's missing you terribly.
Aww.
And he would really, really like if you made some kind of attempt to let him know that it's not over. Because he seems to be very sensitive at heart. He may not show it. A lot of men are, they wear this cement overcoat, but underneath they got a heart that's like a bowl full of jelly.
A big teddy bear.
Right, and he needs to know that she is, he's got it in his mind, hon, that men are crawling over themselves to get to you. And now if he's blown it, and you're not going to want to even bother with him anymore. So I really think you should consider making a move.
Okay.
I mean, just
I can
to
do that.
reinitiate communications.
Right. Maybe just to check to see if he's okay.
Yeah.
Or
You don't have
Okay.
to be groveling, oh, I'm so sorry. You don't have to do that, but somebody's got to make a move. And
Okay.
imagine if you were married right now and you're not talking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
you have to make up sooner or later. So I
Right.
would suggest that. The other thing about the girl at work,
Yeah.
that she may be quitting. And does this impact you, Anne?
Yes, it will.
Yes and no? Or
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
I'm actually perceiving that this could turn into it's going to boomerang into a very positive thing for you.
Okay.
So if you had any worries, I don't think you should have them. This is It's going to be good. I mean, I hate to see somebody up and, leave, but it's all for the good. So please remember that. And I'd love to, next time, call sooner. Then we can spend more time with you. Right now, we're rushing to get another one in before we have to. But take care. Everything's going to be all right. Let that man know that you're still there, okay?
Okay, well, I'll be
all right, honey. Thank you.
So much. All right. Good night.
Right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Let's fly now to...
And one more caller, I think. Elizabeth
One more.
from Massachusetts.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Oh, we're really enjoying the show tonight, and hope everybody else is too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've called them.
Please tell us what your question is for the reading.
Yeah, I've called in before. Do you remember Jeff from the Jack and Jill party in the past?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Really nothing going on with him. He likes a status here and there on Facebook. So I've really just been kind of staying in my own lane, doing my own thing, working out at the gym, just trying to make positive changes in my own life. So I was just curious to see kind of, the last time I called in, you had mentioned that you saw a man around like the summertime. So I'm just curious to see kind of where you see things are at.
Okay, I'm getting your cards all ready for this.
Yay. So you've been going to the gym more lately?
Oh, I've been doing a lot at the gym, really stepping it up at the gym, working on a lot of health things, career things.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm doing better. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting in a good place, just on my own in my own lane right now. So.
That sounds awesome. Well, you sound happy. You sound happy. Despite the Jack and Jill party man not being fantastic, you sound pretty good.
He had the ball. The ball was in his court.
He lost the ball.
He fumbled it.
Yeah,
but I
exactly.
saw every intention or potential, really, that he was going to come across with the goods for you. But if he's just going to, like a status every once in a while, well, he's going to lose that opportunity.
He was a scared snail. He went back into his shell. He tried to emerge. But...
we're so short. Sorry to cut you off, babe. Right. But, yes, this new guy is practically on top of you. Oh my. And I mean that figuratively, all right?
Yay!
Yeah, I don't want to, get too graphic here. But he's coming very, very soon. Could be days. Could be within. There's a 3 here, which means an event that's approaching, and often it can mean like 3 weeks. But he's definitely on the way to you.
So he's early.
Yeah, well, because summer is really not quite here yet. Yeah. But you watch and see. I'm thinking tall, dark, and handsome. Such a cliche, but in her case, it's going to be her prince on a white charger.
I like it.
You have to call in earlier next time too, Elizabeth, please. So we can go further into your situation, okay?
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yes, just a confirmation to you that, he is still on the way.
Good.
Right on. Please call next week.
Yay!
Now, everybody, we want to thank you so much. We're down to 2 minutes, and they're going to turn the lights off on us.
Kick us out.
So thank you so much for joining us. We love giving you readings. You can probably tell this is completely unscripted.
That's right.
We just go with the flow, and a lot of times you are the story. You are the show for us. So thank you so much for that. If you want any more information, you can always visit the Psychic Love Doctor show page on Facebook or the psychiclovedoctor.com website. We'll be here again next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. So everybody, remember, we're here. We love giving you readings, and I want to leave you with the words of my grandmother, who taught me this amazing way to live your life and guide it through cards. She always said, to dream is to believe. And once you believe, all things are possible. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.